What is up, guys? Another video here, just do a little bit of review on what is a fraction. So what is a fraction? Now, you may have already done this. You may have not done this. You may have done this and perhaps you've forgotten a little bit. So maybe this little bit of a review will help you out. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what is a fraction. Well, a fraction is a part of a whole. Okay, so a fraction is a part of a whole. Now, when we're talking about a fraction, we're talking about parts of a whole. Okay, we're looking at a shape and we're trying to break them up into different parts. Okay, so we have whole shapes right here. These are whole circles. Now what we're going to do is we're going to break them up into fractions. So if I were to take this circle and I were to break this up into two parts, that is two parts of a whole. Okay? And if I were to get this next shape and I break this up into four parts, that's four parts of a whole. Okay? And if I were to go to this shape and I were to break it up into three parts, that's three parts of a whole. And we'll even go as far as to do this, where we have two parts, then four parts, and then we have 8 parts of a whole. Now it's always good to remember that when we're breaking up a whole shape into fractions, they need to be equal parts. They must be equal parts. So they must be equal. It's kind of like if you were to go to your friend's party, you go to their birthday party and they're having pizza. Well, you would like to have equal parts of the pizza at the pizza party as your friend does or somebody else does. You don't want to have a small sliver of pizza, like if I said I draw a big old thing of pizza and you get this one little tiny piece right here, and then your other friend gets this big piece, and then another one of your friends gets this small little sliver, but it's a little bit longer than yours, and be like that. That's not equal parts. That's not good. So what we do is we create these into equal parts. We break them up into equal parts. Okay? So now when we're talking about a fraction, all a fraction is just a part of a whole. So if I were to make a fraction, and I were to talk about fractions, if I were to take this circle and I were to shade in one part of the whole, that means I'm shading in one part of the whole. One part of the whole, which is how many is in the whole, is 2. Which we need to talk about these things called numerators and denominators. Okay? So a numerator, and they're just big words for super easy terms, super easy things to remember. So don't get super mixed up and messed up with what these words mean. Just know not what the words, I mean what these words are, but instead just think about what they mean. So a numerator is the top number in a fraction. So if I have 1 right here, 1 is shaded, that is the one part of the whole. So the top is the part that's shaded. Okay, that's the part that's shaded in the fraction. So there's 1 here. How many is all together? 2. The denominator is just how many parts we have all together. So there's 1 shaded of 2. Now how about here? We might have, let's say I go 1 there. Well, how many shaded? 1 of how many parts? 4. Good job. Then I go here. How many parts do I have all together here? Well, I have 3. But let's say I shade 2 there. So now I have 2/3. Okay, so let's say after that, I have this over here. And how many do I have here? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 parts all together. So my denominator is 8. But my numerator, if I were to say, I have this part shaded, this part shaded, and this part shaded. What's my numerator? was 3. Because there's 1, 2, 3 equal parts shaded. Okay? So we can even look at it with squares. The same thing can apply to this. So if I have that and I break that up there, this and I break that up there, and I have maybe there and then here. Okay, I'll even put 1 here to make it that. Okay, so how many parts do I have all together here? Well, I have 2 parts. Okay, and let's say that I don't want to shade any at all. There's none shaded. So it's how many of the whole? 0. Okay, let's say I shade this one in and this one in. What's my fraction here? 2/4 are shaded. Okay, and this is broken up into 8ths because there's 8 parts. Now, how many would be shaded if I did this? Well, we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, and that's just pretty much the basic review on just what's a fraction and how to look at fractions and how to tell what fractions are. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and keep on learning.